Your Eminences, Reverend Fathers, participants to this conference, first of all, I'd like to refer to the significance and the mission of the church websites in Greece and abroad, because without these websites, we would not have any church news, and we would not have the spread, the dissemination of God's word, which is very important. In Greece, church information, church news via the major media, TV, radio, and newspapers, has been downgraded. And through this website, aioritikovyma.gr, we have developed the spiritual part through numerous articles from Paterikon of Agion Oros and the teachings of the Holy Fathers. It has been operational since 2009. It started as a blog. And here I will reply to your question, Father George. Let me tell you how we started. I was a reporter for Mega TV channel for 9 years with Mr. Kambourakis and Economeas for the morning news zone. I started in the era of Mr. Kakaounakis. I did many programs. I made many programs on Mount Athos because I loved Mount Athos. I made programs on the hesychasts, the skite of Mount Athos, and then I did programs on the holy monasteries because I do have close relationship with many of the monks and the monasteries. These were programs shown on Mega TV channel with very large viewing rates on St. Paisios, St. Porphyrios, and so on. So then I wanted to collect this material and present it somewhere so that it would not be lost. So that's how I established Agioritiko Vima blog. And this domain name was actually inspired from my love to Mount Athos. That was the real reason. And within 3 or 4 months, it was really welcome by the broader public. This was an unexpected, very pleasant surprise for me. So then it was turned into a website. Gradually, visitors rate, visitors numbers were increasing, 30 or 40,000 visitors per day. That was a huge success, as you can see. And as concerns your other question, why we also post articles that have nothing to do with church matters, we believe that even in a church website, there should be broader information. More general news. That's why in every 4 or 5 articles we include one which is of general content. Because, you know, there are monks, for example, who do not visit other websites of general interest, and they do want to be updated about current news. That's why we proceeded to this choice, and it was really successful. So thousands of people find redemption or consolation through the teachings of the fathers of Mount Athos and our church. I will give you the typical example of a young female reader from Cyprus. She was suicidal because of very severe depression. But when she read a text by St. Porphyrios, she was averted from her desires. She has even designed the very last detail for her suicide. I was really shocked that night when I found out. The title, the heading of the article was St. Porphyrios and How You Will Handle Depression. So the mails received were stating, I knew that depression is only cured with drugs, but this father, this abbot, whom I didn't know before because the girl did not know St. Porphyrios. So she said, this abbot has shown me that I can cure just in the way that he suggests. So without the running of church news websites, most of the people would not have the opportunity to get to know God better, would not have access to church news, activities of the patriarchates, of churches, monasteries, parishes, bishoprics, and so on, because only 5% of the Greek population reads books, even more so Orthodox Christian books. So the internet is perhaps the most powerful means of communication that unites all people. So why not have the internet unite the Orthodox more? Because Orthodoxy is now attacked. Of course, there has to be discernment because the speed of uploading news sometimes is misleading. Nobody is perfect. The public has to be lenient with us. Our work is not easy. It's easy for the public to criticize, but just imagine that when we have a 24/7 website with 100 articles posted per day, it's very difficult to coordinate the whole work and avoid any error. Because there are people of the church, even primates of the church, who criticize this work and any errors, which is really sorrowful and makes me sad. Instead of supporting us, they criticize us. You know, if we didn't have these websites, there would not be any Orthodox news on the internet currently. And unfortunately, we should also take into account those who believe that internet church news are secularization. Let me go on with the social media, which have been the revolution of the 21st century. So social media, social networks acquired further penetration compared to the websites. And let me close with the prospects. So development of electronic church media must take place in order for the Orthodox Church to have a more dynamic presence, recover the lost ground. And do not forget that the Orthodox Church has very strong enemies worldwide. So through detailed articles and thorough journalism in our websites, I consider we have a very decent result for the glory of God. But to achieve these results, we need financial resources, and this is one of the problems for the running and further development of church websites currently. Internet church media are not supported by advertising companies. I mean, advertising companies, no matter how many visitors a church medium has, do not present their advertisement in such websites. So it's necessary that the church media will further develop and support one another for the dynamic presence of the church everywhere. If the Orthodox Church takes advantage of the electronic media, it can make miracles. But we need coordination, and we should also aim at translating the texts into more languages. Thank you.